something that happened today in the world of football, that is the March 2nd, over in Spain, in La Liga. A little bit of controversy concerning Real Madrid, and I believe it was Valencia, right? It was Valencia.
Yep. 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, make sure to go look up a video or something if you can, just to see what happens. But essentially, game is dwindling down. Seconds, referee with whistle in his mouth. Corner for Real Madrid, or at least they're attacking, and Brahim Diaz gets the ball on the right side, right wing, sends it in, crosses it in. As he's crossing it in, already in the final third, as he's crossing it in, the referee blows his whistle. Right after he blows his whistle, Jude Bellingham scores a header that goes into the goal, and they should have won it. But it was disallowed because the referee blew the whistle right before, even though they were in the final third. A lot of controversy, a lot of arguments with the referee. I'm here to talk about it. What do you guys think about the overall situation? Is there a way to fix it? Is there a way, should we just move past it? Is there something deeper than just referee making a simple mistake? What do you guys think?
I mean, I'll let Diego cook. Diego, you cook.
All right. He's been marinating. He's been marinating for a while.
I think you can't fix it. It's not something you fix. The referee called the game. It's just how it goes. Nothing can happen after you call a game. And Real Madrid can be upset about it, and validly be upset about it, but you can't go back and change that. With that being said, the referee is purely on him to figure out if there's anything left in that attacking phase of play before he can call the game. And Elijah, plenty of times playing FIFA, I mean, addressed to you too, playing FIFA, you see those bullshit ref calls, you're on the attack and then the AI calls it for you. You're like, the fuck?
Oh yeah.
I feel like this is one of those moments.
Threshold, so the whistle doesn't get called.
Doesn't call, yeah. And I feel like this is one of those moments where the ball was in a dangerous position on the wing. You could see a Real Madrid player was going to get to it. I feel like the natural thing to do would be just to let the whistle go, see when he crosses it in. If it gets cleared, it's cleared. If not, it's not. But it's literally like one of those things where it's up to the referee to scan, see what's going on, and see if there's anything left for the game or that he can call it. And he obviously, I don't know, I guess he just assumed that it was like, okay, time, and then called it. It sucks, but it happens once in a while. I've seen it before where maybe they don't score from it, but players want to get a free kick or something, and the referee calls it, and players are like, hey, we're able to cross it, or some shit like that. But
usually that's at halftime though. That's where I see it the most is in the first half.
True.
One thing too with it is the fact that the ball was in the air, he got the cross off. It's not I think it'd be a little bit of a different narrative if he called it right before he got the cross off. But here, the ball was already in the air with the intent of getting into the middle for someone to header it in. The ball was already on his way to Bellingham's head, and I think that's a big issue too. Like I said, the narrative would be different if he hadn't crossed it in yet. There would definitely still be outrage, but not as bad. But because the ball was already in the air, what are you doing? What are you doing as a referee at the highest level of world football? It's a terrible call.
It's I want to bring up West Ham, but I'm just going to use an example. It's no offense, Diego, I'm going to bring up this horror memory of you. It's like Lanzini when he scored that amazing goal from outside the box. It was literally at the stroke of the minimum time required given. Imagine the ref blows the whistle as he strikes the ball. That's just absurd. He didn't blow it. He waited because it was still in a dangerous area, went to a player on the attack. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing as the Real Madrid goal in the terms of it's a dangerous play. It's not like it's out in the between the 18-yard box and the midfield line and someone crosses in. No, it was right outside the 18-yard box on the right side. If you're going at goal on the right side, right outside of it, he crosses it in. You see the ball lift up in the air, then the ref calls it for no reason. Literally makes no sense. I have no idea why you would ever do that. And then the fact that he sent off Jude Bellingham and Rudiger. Rudiger, I kind of understand. He kind of went after some people and tried to do some foul play there. Rudiger. But Bellingham went up to him and said, some explicit words and said the ball went in. Why isn't it a goal? And he got sent off for that, which is outrageous. But no, it's just so stupid. It's like lack of ball knowledge, as Diego was saying. Lack of ball knowledge here. It's just stupid. No one would ever blow a whistle right. I understand if it goes to another player, like a defender, right outside the 18, and he's about to boot it, and you call it just because there's nothing there anymore. But the fact that a Real Madrid player had the ball, crossed it in, it looked dangerous, and then you blow it for no reason. It was just stupid, so stupid. But maybe you could also argue the fact for Sevilla, no, it's not Sevilla, Valencia, that they stopped defending because they heard the whistle. So therefore, that's why Jude Bellingham scored. You could argue that.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I think
the general consensus is that it's a game-winning goal.
Yeah, I mean, he's whether it would have won it or not. I think also the concern is that he didn't get the chance to. Yes, there was less defense, but even if there were defending, he still could have headed it in and went in. But that also is, I feel like, a different argument to mention, I think. But overall, this is just fucking stupid. It's outrageous and it's terrible, and there's definitely a lot of social media presence about this. But imagine this happened to Liverpool. If this happened to Liverpool fans or Arsenal fans or something, this would have been insane. They would have called. There would have been calls for fucking referee's head. The audio calls would have needed to be released, and a whole bunch of shit. Just the fact that this can happen, especially to Real Madrid, and one of the big things too is this was Vinny's first appearance at that stadium since the last time he got racially abused there. So a lot of people are commenting on that, what the hell, why is there this bias against him, whether race or not, at least pertaining to this specific stadium and whatnot. And also it's a bad call when people are calling the league corrupt against Real Madrid rather than the other way around, because it's always Real Madrid are the corrupt ones. Yeah, but the fact that everyone's like, okay, what the fuck, it's a bad thing.
Or Real Madrid fans are just so used to winning that they're like, this is so bad that this happened to us, and they're not used to it, so they're like, oh no. I know someone who's a Real Madrid fan, and just to mess with them, I said tough shit. Now you know what it feels like. But no, I do sympathize, because I would be absolutely raging if that happened to West Ham in some capacity. But I mean, we've been fucked by plenty of referees in my lifetime. So suck it, mate. Sucks to suck. No, but it's still the fact that he got sent off too. I think that's probably the worst part.
Yeah, no, literally. I mean, and being sent off to a red card means that you can't play the next game.
Yeah, next three is a straight red. So next three games. Same thing with Rudiger, which is harsh. I mean, they can appeal it, but honestly, I don't see La Liga turning that over. Just because by the rules, it's a straight red for what he did. But it's crazy. I think the result is still a point. It's not like they lost the game or something. That was a game-tying goal. They still got a point out of it, but I feel like they lose arguably one of their best players, if not their best player, for the next 3 games is even harsh. Luckily, they'll have them for Champions League because, it doesn't count for La Liga rules. But, yeah, harsh.
Well, one thing, too, it's still a pretty tight title race. I mean, you still have Girona, breathing down Real Madrid's necks. So 2 points is a lot of points at this stage of the season. I mean, it's March now. This could be make or break. Let's say in the end, Real Madrid lose the league off 1 or 2 points. Then it falls back to this 1-3 decision. That's very questionable. And this is a really big result. This is a really big result, and I'm curious to see how it affects them. Real Madrid is right now
underdog story.
For real, I hope so. I'll watch it. But Real Madrid, with one more game played than Girona, still they're 7 points ahead. That could be 9. That's a big difference. 7 versus 9 is a big difference. 9 is 3 wins. 7 is 2 wins and a draw. That's pretty important.
How does a team have 0 wins? The fuck? You never see that in the Premier League.
Oh, on media? Oh yeah, bro. They've been struggling.
That's more than struggling, bro. What the fuck? That's more than struggling.